Now that it's been over a week since Chapter 1 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex dropped, I think it's time to give my honest review. After rereading it a couple of times now, I've been able to make a list of topics to talk about today. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 1, Shikamaru is the GOAT. This man deserved to be Hokage. Going into it, I figured it would either be Kakashi or Shikamaru. I was leaning towards Kakashi simply because Shikamaru's face wasn't on the stone faces in that flash forward scene at the beginning of Boruto, but obviously they've rewritten the story since then. I don't know. Whatever the case is, Shikamaru is the 8th Hokage, which I think he fully deserves. Now, I will say, he's probably the weakest Hokage out of all of them. I mean, think about Hashirama, Tobirama, Hiruzen, Minato, Naruto, Kakashi, Tsunade. I don't think Shikamaru is Hokage level strength, but he's definitely Hokage level intellectually, and he has plenty of experience being second in command under Naruto and doing more of the political aspect of being a Hokage, so I think he'll be fine, but he's definitely not going to be defending the village against Otsutsuki level threats on his own like your typical Hokage might. But Shikamaru deserves it. This man has been grinding since day one. He's such a great character. I'm a little iffy on how they've kind of been portraying him more as just like this, not douchey, but he's always really angry and pissed off, and it seems a little uncharacteristic of him, you know, being like lazy and all, but that's just the way his character's written now. That's my first pro. Shikamaru is the GOAT, dude. Shikamaru being Hokage is such a cool thing. I would have loved Kakashi, but Shikamaru is a perfect choice too. So yeah. Number 2, I think the time skip designs look sick. Boruto, I think it's a given. His design looks amazing. Kawaki, I was a little iffy on it at first because I really liked his original time skip design with the scarf, and I thought he kind of looked a little too edgy, like they're trying too hard to make him look a certain way. It's grown on me. I actually really like Kawaki's design now. One thing you'll notice with all these designs is the usage of belts. Pretty much every character has at least 2 belts on them. Doesn't matter if it's Himawari or Inojin even, like pretty much everyone has a belt. It's crazy. Ikemoto loves belts, I guess. Sarada looks like an Uchiha. She looks like she's trying to be an Akatsuki member with the cloak. I don't like the high heels and the short shorts. From the waist down, I don't like her design that much, but I actually do kind of like the rest of her design. I think it looks pretty cool, and I'm hoping she becomes a more important character in the future. She got a lot of screen time in that first chapter, probably more than anyone else, so. She also seems a lot stronger. She has a Monkey-Kyo now, so I'm really looking forward to seeing Sarada. Mitsuki's time skip design might be my favorite so far. We really need to see it in color, but he just looks sick. Dude, he looks awesome. He kind of reminds me of the time skip Gaara design, minus like the hair and face, obviously. He's one of the few that actually still looks like a ninja. Everyone else has kind of evolved with the times and they're more fashionable, but Mitsuki just looks like a straight up ninja. Like nothing's changed. Who else do we have? Oh, Code. Code looks like a vampire, dude. If he didn't already look like a vampire in the past, then he certainly does now in the time skip. He actually just straight up looks like Dracula, which is cool. And the scar on his eye is an interesting change because it's not just aesthetic-wise. Clearly there's some sort of story behind this, so definitely more mysteries to unravel pertaining to that gap period between Chapter 80 and Chapter 1 of 2 Blue Vortex. So I don't know who gave him the scar. Was it Boruto? Was it Kawaki? Was it Sasuke? Was it some new character we don't know about? Who knows? And I guess I'll just briefly go through the rest of the designs. Cho, she looks alright. Damon, I like Damon's outfit actually. He doesn't look any older, but he looks pretty funny. Ada looks the exact same. Himawari, I think they could have done a little bit better. She looks pretty generic. She just has like a flower shirt on. Inojin, I don't know who cut that man's hair. I don't know what they did with him. I mean, the jacket's kind of cool, I guess. Konohamaru looks pretty cool, actually. I really liked Konohamaru's design. Shikadai, I like his as well. He's got like some sort of athletic tech wear jacket on. Shikadai looks like a, what do they call it? Those like British dudes who wear like tracksuits. Trackmen, something like that. Sumire, actually, I mean, it's inoffensive. It's just like a schoolgirl outfit. It doesn't really fit the ninja aesthetic, but it almost kind of reminds me of Chainsaw Man, so I kind of like it. But overall, I would say the designs are a plus. We haven't seen the full cast yet. There's still plenty of characters we still need to see time skip designs for, but what we've gotten a taste of in the first chapter, overall, I think it's a plus. Mitsuki, Kawaki, Boruto, Sarada are all pretty sick. Alright, number 3. Boruto's entrance was badass. I was not expecting this. Someone was asking me what I thought of it compared to Sage Mode Naruto's entrance. I will say Sage Mode Naruto clears this entrance in Boruto. That's not a fair comparison because we're comparing like the peak of Naruto to the first chapter of the Boruto Timeskip. Like, we gotta relax. What a good comparison would be is Naruto returning to the village from his timeskip, in which case I'm pretty sure Boruto has a cooler entrance. I'm not gonna lie. This was pretty sick. This outdid Naruto's return to the Hidden Leaf Village. Code just attacks out of nowhere, telling Sarada to scream real pretty so Boruto can come. And freaking frame one, this man stomps on his face. It's just so disrespectful. The disrespect is insane. Now, how did Boruto do this? Did he teleport? Is he just that fast? Is there some new ability? Who knows? People are theorizing it's a Jogan ability. I think he probably just can fly now like Kawaki, and he's fast as shit, so he just landed right on Code's face. But yeah, this panel is sick. And Code is such a disappointment. This used to be a meme like 10 chapters ago when Code only caught like 2 or 3 L's, but they just keep coming, dude. I love that meme where someone colored it and added in like speech bubbles where he goes, "This is why you get no bitches." That might be one of my favorite pieces of fan art in all of Boruto. Can't wait to see what it looks like in the anime as well. Also, I think it's great that we're getting right into the action. Potentially, as soon as next chapter, we could get a 3-way deadlock between Boruto, Kawaki, and Code. Hopefully there's a little more build-up than that, but I wouldn't actually mind to see some fighting in this manga. It's been a minute since we've had a proper fight. The last proper 1v1 was chapter 66 or 67, Borushiki versus Kawaki, and then Kawaki versus Code. Ever since then, it's just been, you know, a little fight between Damon and Code, a little tiny skirmish between Damon and then Boruto and Kawaki when they first met. Boruto and Kawaki fighting for like a few pages in chapter 78 before it was interrupted by, you know, everyone arriving on the scene. Besides that, we haven't had a proper 1v1 fight in years in this manga. At the end of the day, I am here for cool ass fights, and I say that the fact that we're getting straight into the action now is a pro. I would love to see some hands be thrown. And the last pro I have on my list here is that Sarada seems way stronger and more relevant, which I think I already touched on. Yeah, there's potential for Sarada, who I think has been so underutilized in the story, to finally be relevant. She has such an important role now, being pretty much the only person who knows the truth about Boruto. She has her Mangekyo. She's in this weird predicament with her father now leaving the village with the traitor, and we see a panel of her literally kicking the shit out of a claw grime, which is a chunk of the Ten Tails, so she's gotten a lot stronger than Timeskip, and I'm excited to see more from her. Now, all of that said, I do have a few cons that I would like to address. Number one, going back to the pacing, I think the pacing might be a little too fast. I like that we jumped into the action, but we really rushed over everything. There was no build up to Code attacking the village, no real reason to. There was no build up to Boruto just like appearing out of nowhere. All of it was cool and hype, but after rereading it a few times, I'm like, whoa, the pacing's going crazy. I don't want the story to be rushed. I want them to take their time with it. And if chapter 1 is like 50% just kind of introductions, and then the last, you know, what was it, 15, 20 pages is just like, oh, Code is attacking now. Oh, Code's actually here in person. Oh, Code's gonna kill Sarada. Oh, Boruto's here. Oh, we're gonna fight. It's like, whoa. Slow down. The whole pain invasion didn't take place in 20 pages. You know, there was build-up. Other people were getting chances to fight. Things were moving. It wasn't just like, oh, all 3 of the strongest are gonna fight. As of chapter 1, pacing's a little too fast. Slow it down a bit, guys. Another con. This is not like a huge con, but what is going on here? This panel looks sick on first glance, but the second you look at Boruto a little bit more, the anatomy starts to look weird. Either he has the shortest legs known to mankind and the longest torso, or he has like gorilla arms and his hand is down to his kneecap. Why is his torso so long? I don't get it. I do not get it. No matter which way you look at it, it doesn't make sense. Ikemoto is just bad with proportions, man. And this is another example that kind of undermines how cool this panel is. Not really a huge deal, I just thought it would be funny to bring up. Code is useless. That was another con I wrote. Code is such a disappointment. Either have him do something impactful within the next chapter or two, or get him out of the story. I actually don't care anymore at this point. Code serves no purpose except to be a stepping stone for other characters. He's just a stepping stone to power scale how strong Boruto is. In the past, he was a stepping stone just to show how cracked Damon was, or how strong Ada's ability was. Like, he serves no purpose. He has no goals except to fight people and get his shit kicked in. They've been keeping him in the story a little too long. I would love to see some more villains replace Code, whether that's a new Otsutsuki, some new cyborg, someone who's been hiding out in the wild that we didn't know about that's Otsutsuki level. I don't know. Code, I love you, you're cool, but he's a fucking useless villain, dude. Maybe I'll eat my words someday, who knows, but for now, I don't know, man. And yeah, my only other con was that there's no new characters yet, but I guess it's not a huge con. I was really hoping that maybe Boruto would have like his own Taka, like group of allies. It'd be really cool to see maybe he made some sort of allies during the time skip. It's a cool way to introduce new characters into the story naturally. We didn't really see that. Looks like Boruto is still on his own. He's been on his own all 3 years. If that's the case, that's fine, but I would love to see some new characters. The cast is getting kind of stale, I think. It's the same old Ada, Damon, Boruto, Kawaki, Mitsuki, Sarada, Code, and you just kind of rinse and repeat over and over. I think we need some variety. We already know as much as we can about these characters. The only character that I still think has been perpetually interesting throughout the whole story is Amado, outside of Boruto and Kawaki. Like, there's always some sort of mystery with him, and I would love to introduce some new characters in the story that have that same element of mystery, because we already know everything about Sarada. We already know everything about Mitsuki. We pretty much know everything about Ada and Damon too. We know everything about Code. So yeah, let's get some new characters involved. Hopefully that'll be coming in future chapters. With that all said, I would have to rate this chapter an 8 out of 10. I think it was a great introduction chapter. Overall, it served its purpose, built up a ton of hype for the series, showed off the new time skip designs, and set us in a good place for the future chapters. And yeah, 8 out of 10 chapter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of this chapter. Make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all later. Peace out, boys.